everyone, it's Alex from Ironheart here. We're going to talk about some flannel shirts today. Ultra heavy flannels to start with, cover a little bit of the history, and then some of the new techniques that we've got for fall/winter 24. So the ultra heavy flannel shirt is like one of the core pieces for Ironheart. First one we made was in 2006. It was the IHS 01. We did a kind of a repeat of that model, the Sax colorway that we did for our 20th anniversary party. A lot of you will have the more modern one of those if you don't still have the IHS 01. So a little bit of the kind of history and the details on our flannel shirts. So this is one of the colorways coming out in fall into 2024, and it's using the same techniques that we've used from day one on our flannel shirt. So this is made from Apsero cotton, which is a really nice long staple cotton fiber from the Andes Mountains. It's hand-picked, not machine-picked, which gives the fibers a bit more heft. And then we weave that into very nice flannel fabric, which is then brushed once on the face and twice on the reverse, which gives a really, really nice, soft hand feel. Also, because of the density of the fibers, gives it quite a lot of windproofing as well. So these are really, really warm, great kind of overshirts in a lot of climates, undershirts in kind of the Arctic or anywhere that's really cold. Good kind of autumn jacket in the UK, as well as the shirt, obviously. What I'm holding up here is a Western shirt. Lots of our flannel shirts we've done in Western and work shirts. We'll go through what we're doing for fall/winter 24 one by one, but we have made decisions on a lot of the fabrics. So we're only going to do Western in some colorways, only going to do work in other colorways. And that's just to kind of streamline the collection a little bit, because I think we were going a bit too heavy into flannel shirts for quite some time. So we want to kind of get that back under control. So like I said, this is a traditional Ironheart UHF fabric. If we want to start talking about some of the new techniques we're doing, let's jump down to this guy. So this is our Slubby Heavy Flannel. It's not Apsero cotton, and it has a completely different texture to the fabric. Obviously, it's got a slubby texture, has a completely different hand feel, almost feels chunkier. It just genuinely feels significantly more robust, I would say. You feel like you're wearing more of an overshirt when you put one of these on than the UHFs. It is still brushed, but it doesn't quite have that same softness on the inside as the UHFs, which I personally think is a really nice touch. I actually prefer my Slubby Heavy Flannel to a lot of my UHFs just for that. All of these techniques that we're trying are due to the levels of Apsero cotton generally declining. Other brands using it, we've used a lot over time as well. And it's getting harder and harder to source. So that's one of the reasons why we did this Slubby Flannel, as well as just a genuine point of difference, was to reduce Ironheart's demand for Apsero cotton. And finally, the last technique is using American cotton instead of the Apsero cotton. Similar sort of weight, very similar hand feel. To be honest, like standing here now, I genuinely can't tell the difference between this and the Apsero cotton that we looked at first. It's still brushed on the face, still double brushed on the reverse, still unbelievably soft and comfortable on the reverse, still pretty windproof like our other ones. Genuinely, I can't tell the difference, but there is a difference, and we want to be honest about that, and it's not using Apsero cotton. You may see us do more of these over time, just because we want to keep being able to produce shirts from the Apsero cotton, and if we use it all between us and the other brands using that cotton, then it's gone for good. So we want to try and keep our flannels relatively sustainable. So that's the non-Apsero cotton, and then I'm just going to flash through a couple of the other colorways that are coming out. This is another Slubby Heavy Flannel that will be coming out in this nice orange color, and then these two guys are coming out in our regular UHF fabric, kind of a chalk stripe, we're calling it, but very like a nod to Wabash. Dyed differently, so it's not going to fade like Wabash, but a nice kind of super warm, smart all year round Wabash style fabric in our traditional UHF fabric using Apsero cotton. So that's it. That's some history on the Ironheart flannel shirts, some updates on the future of Ironheart flannel shirts. Hopefully you find one that you enjoy this year.